That's a cute looking game. Nothing too special at first glance. Looks like any mobile strategy game out there. Well, somebody spent over $220,000 on microtransactions in this game. To put that in perspective, that's like buying over 400 PS5s. It's hard to wrap your head around the amount of money spent there, all for virtual items. What if I told you this was not a one-time occurrence? Sure, the amount is, but every day millions of gamers spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on microtransactions. Some video games like FIFA, for example, earn more from microtransactions and less from actual game sales themselves, which already start at almost $60 just for the basic version. So it seems like microtransactions are worse than ever. And all of these microtransactions are built on the foundation of in-game monetization, creating in-game economies to take your money. V-Bucks, Robux, COD points, and Genesis crystals are just a few of hundreds of examples of in-game currency. Essentially, you convert real-world money into these types of in-game currency in order to buy virtual items. You might ask yourself, why is there a need to convert money in the first place? Can't I just buy the items outright? That's where the main problem lies. So let's take a visit to Fortnite's item shop. The cheapest skin is 1,200 V-Bucks. So let's buy it. Okay, and what's this? It looks like the cheapest V-Bucks pack is 1,000 V-Bucks for $7.99. That's not enough to buy that skin. One level above it is 2,800 V-Bucks for $19.99. I mean, it makes more sense to buy this one, right? Although it's more expensive, I could buy 2 skins for it, and since this is my only option to afford at least one skin, that's a good deal. And that's exactly how they get you. Not only do they make the conversion process of in-game currency not super straightforward, but they add those packs for you to spend more. However, that's not the end, and this hook was only the beginning. Okay, let's say we buy that 2,800 V-Bucks pack and buy the skin we wanted, plus another one. We now have around 400 V-Bucks left. Since we concluded that the cheapest item goes for 1,200 V-Bucks, what's left to do? Well, buy another pack. And the cycle continues. You get sucked in right from that initial purchase. Unfortunately, there is one last psychological trick that not only Fortnite, but other in-game currency has: detachment from money. Could you tell me how much 3,216 V-Bucks or 100,000 Call of Duty points or 96 Genesis crystals are? This is one of the main reasons why video game companies want you to convert your money to their currency. You get detached from how much everything is worth. It's much easier to spend 13,500 V-Bucks and not $79.99, which is the actual worth. Although many modern video games manipulate gamers in this fashion, the addictive nature of Fortnite is especially relevant as its model is being replicated by hundreds of games nowadays. I did a video on the addictive nature of Fortnite, which you can check out. Anyways, all this cleverly designed artificial economic system is not to benefit the player by spending their money on actual worthy experience, but in getting the gamer hooked and keep them coming back, just like a drug addict. Now, there are ways to protect yourself from being exploited by systems like these, and so I want to go through them now. Number 1, become more conscious. This is the number 1 most important rule to remember whenever you are faced with manipulation and trickery. Becoming more conscious means beginning to notice exploitative tactics and manipulative video game design created to make you spend and spend. Now, I'm curious for you to share in the comments if you feel like you've been manipulated to spend money in video games. Share your story below. For real though, whenever you notice an in-game store where you can buy these in-game currency packs, understand that it wasn't created for your enjoyment, but for you to spend money. Now, disguising it as entertainment is very effective for them to compel you to spend your money. Perhaps you could take the next step, which would be to play video games that do not manipulate you, if you're going to play video games at all. Because really, almost all video games nowadays have these addictive mechanics. However, not all video games are created to be addictive for the sole purpose of getting you to spend more and more money. There are plenty of older, less stimulating, and less predatory video games that are not just trying to get you to buy the game and then spend more money within the game itself. For instance, I like to play chess, and for me, I like chess because it doesn't come with microtransactions. Now, on a website like chess.com, they do have a premium membership that comes with different options, but it's much less manipulative than me having different opportunities to spend microtransactions within the game itself. It's an option for me to get some extra features or bonuses, but it's not a way that manipulates the actual gameplay. Again, if you are thinking about playing video games at all, then I would definitely suggest looking at more indie games that are just a one-time purchase with no microtransactions that are trying to manipulate you. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck happened to video games in the first place? Because I know when I was growing up, video games were not designed in these ways. So check out this video.